Alright, what's up, people? Thank you for tuning back into Ask CJ Mack, and this is your boy CJ Mack. So today's the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm just outside, man, reminiscing and just being thankful of the things that I've got, man, of the things that I've achieved, of the people that I have in my life, you know, of the opportunities that I've had, the things that I went through, whether good or bad, man, just happy. But there are a couple things I want to say. One thing, just to get to the point, is, you know, I'm hearing a lot of people in my generation, you know, we're like a new generation, but we have this mentality where I don't think we actually want to be successful, or I don't even think we actually want to truly pursue the things that we say we want to pursue. We literally just want to look like we're achieving it. And that's the weirdest thing ever, man. Like, you know, I feel like I can't really relate to this, man. I feel like more like an old soul or something like that. But man, my new generation, the generation that I'm a part of, we think that looking a certain way, I think it's social media, but if you're able to pursue a certain image, or to at least project a certain image, then that's better than actually being what you're projecting. You know what I mean? So I want to challenge my people, man. I want to challenge my peers. I want to challenge people younger than me and people older than me, man. To work on true content. Okay? Because what I'm saying is, I'm saying people who want to play basketball, right? But the first thing they do is they go buy gear. They buy the best shoes, and they buy the best everything, but they still haven't practiced dribbling. They're still not shooting all night in the court, you know, all night in the gym or whatever, you know. I know that sounds cliche, but you get my point. I'm saying people who want to be, you know, doctors. So what they do is they just start dressing nice and they get haircuts and stuff, but they're not, you know what I'm saying, they don't know anything about practice. They don't know anything about medical practice. I know you're not in medical school yet, but if you care about being a doctor, shouldn't you at the very least watch medical videos and find a person to be your mentor or something? Shouldn't you have some track record of showing that you could care about what you're doing, rather than just having pictures of doctors and just in clothes that look like you're gonna be wealthy or something like that, right? We need to focus on the content, man, and that's something I'm challenging my generation to, and everybody to, because you know, it's disappointing to see, you know, the amount of people that actually paint these successful images, and the people that claim to want to be successful, but we aren't actually getting to the meat of what it actually takes. Because I'll tell you, man, success, unless you're an exception, man, success comes with a lot of hard work, and I do mean a lot. So much that you might not want it after you ask for it, after you actually you're on the route to get it. Because when you're up all night, when people are sleeping, when you're focusing while people are enjoying holidays, you're in the back of your head, you got a whole nother thing going, man. You have a whole rite of passage you have to get through sometimes. So long story short, man, I'm challenging everyone to focus on the content, man. Let's stop walking around saying, oh, I want to be a doctor, so here's my suit. Or I want to be a lawyer, so here's my suit. Or I want to be an astrophysicist, so here's my glasses. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just painting pictures. But can we sit down, man, and master a skill? If you want to be a doctor and you can't get you can't get in medical school, then sit down and learn some medical practice, even though you're not in school, and shadow some people and show the world and prove to yourself that nothing can stop you. Okay, if you're not in medical school yet, don't let that stop you, because that's a key identifier that you don't really want to do it. Why do you have to get in medical school to study medicine? That you don't have to. If you really care about it, you would do it. You wouldn't care about the image, you would care about the content. If I asked you about some new medical practice, you should be able to hold a conversation about that. If you can't hold a conversation about this thing that you claim, there's an issue, okay, people? So it's okay to look good. I don't want to say it's not okay to look good, but we can do better. We can achieve these dreams we have. And it's Ask CJ Mack out, man. I'm just enjoying the weather. I just want to get that off my chest. I know you all can achieve that potential, man, but you have to put in the work. You know, people undergrade the amount of work that has to happen. I used to do it. I wanted to be like this guy and that guy and this guy, and then, you know, I'm granted these opportunities now, and I'm still grateful, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I see why these people are in these positions, right? Like you look at a guy and say, man, this guy's making a killing. This guy's making $250,000 a year. This guy's making 150 a year. All these weird numbers, right? But then when you realize it, that person isn't being given that. This person, in order to make salaries like this, you have to bring the company you're working for 10 times the value. So if you think about it, you know, if you make 100,000 a year, you're bringing that company $1 million a year value every year. So you're overworking for what you're getting always. That's how it works. But we're gonna have, you know, I'm gonna have some more stuff about how to be entrepreneurial and how to actually get the best out of your situation and avoid those circumstances that I just mentioned, you know. But that's another level, that's another thought. But long story short, let's get to it. Let's work on the content. If you want to be a poet, you need to get to writing, man. You need to start writing. If you want to be a basketball player, stop talking and walking around with a ball. Get in the gym and play your butt off. Practice your butt off. If you want to be you want to write books, man, you need to read books. You should be able to hold a conversation. If you want to be a lawyer, you should be able to speak law, even if you're not in law school. If you want to be a doctor, you should be able to speak medicine, even if you're not a doctor, okay, or in medical school. That's how it should be, because in life, you know, nothing's given to you out here, man. You have to be competitive, and you have to stop painting these pictures and focus your time on the content, y'all. So that's CJ Mack out. Please like the video, please subscribe, and holler back at your boy, man. Love y'all.